What's up, everyone? Back with another Dropping Knowledge podcast. Ashley's here again. Today we're going to be reversing the roles from last week's episode, and we're eventually going to get into a point where she asks me questions coming from you guys. Did another little questionnaire over on Instagram, and
did you cheat? Did you look at them?
I didn't cheat, no. It's hard to not look at them because whenever I posted on Instagram this morning, it mixes all of the questions with your post comments.
Oh, I don't have Instagram, so.
Yeah, Ashley doesn't have Instagram, and I'm sure people would creep on you. So right there, I clicked on my notifications, I clicked on the post, and now I can see who commented. But everything else is mixed in.
Oh,
someone just bombed my entire Instagram profile. Anyway, so what's up?
Nothing much. I feel gross. We just came from the gym.
Yeah, we just came from the gym, which was good.
Can pretty much show right now.
We did all the leg day this past weekend. So if you haven't been keeping up on the main channel videos, we went on a trip down to southern Colorado and we went hiking. We did a lot of hiking.
3 hikes in 24 hours.
Yeah, I think it wasn't super long hikes, but it was a lot of high altitude. 2 of them were high altitude hikes. The other one was in sand.
Yeah.
Sand the entire time.
Was fun.
I mean,
it was fun.
It was fun.
I just kept getting sand blasted in my eyeballs.
What didn't you like about it?
Getting sand blasted in my eyeballs.
Well, that's not enjoyable for anyone. But yeah, we went to where I rode the Razor in the previous video. Took the Razor as far as I could go and feel comfortably safe. The Razor could have made it all the way to where we ended up hiking to, but
that one, where you said
where someone died.
Yeah, I'm good on that one. Thank
so
you.
There's a trail. Just go watch a video. I don't need to give you a play-by-play of the video. But yeah, we did a bunch of hiking, and then we went to the Great Sand Dunes National Park the next day.
Yeah.
Which is, it's one of my favorite national parks, but I can't say it's my favorite because there's not a whole lot to do.
It's just very unique.
Yeah, it's anytime I post pictures from there, people are like, "Oh my God, are you in Dubai?"
Yeah.
It doesn't look
crazy.
like it's in Colorado.
Crazy.
But it is. It's in southern Colorado. All this sand blows through the mountains and it just kind of compiles into massive dunes. So we hiked 3 miles there up one of the, that's not the tallest dune.
Mm-mm. Well, it was 1.5 miles up and then 1.5 miles down.
Yeah. And what's cool about that, I mean, hiking in sand, it's hiking in sand. It sucks.
I just don't know how you did it without shoes on.
Well, you were doing it with combat boots on.
10 out of 10 for that. The texture of sand freaks me out.
No, I hate texture of sand too. That's why I don't like going to the beach. But it was, it's just easier, I think, doing it barefoot.
No, the thought of it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I wore Crocs too because the river was running.
In 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, 4-wheel drive mode. And then from there, we rode the Razor. We went to Zapata Falls. That was cool.
The Razor is...
I let Ashley drive.
So much fun.
My brand new 2021 Polaris Razor.
That's trust right there.
Turbo S. That's an expensive vehicle.
Yeah.
That actually costs more than my Subaru.
I was going to say.
Probably costs more than your Mazda too.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
But that's such a weird thing to be into because it's such a rich person type of sport. Yeah. And you guys know I've been working with Polaris, so I didn't pay full price for that. It's the first Razor was a loaner vehicle, and I made some new content for them, which is on the main channel. And then the second one, the Turbo S, is the one that I'm keeping and I'm modifying and everything. So super cool sport. I don't think I would have ever. I don't think I ever would have gotten into side-by-sides if it wasn't for YouTube and being able to get connected with them because it's an expensive sport. It's like a race car, basically.
Yeah.
You're constantly fixing stuff that breaks, or it's just like any kind of off-road vehicle, too. Like people who have big lifted Jeeps, you're constantly fixing them and whatever.
It was fun, though.
What else do we want to talk about before we get into the questions? I feel like I'm really good at answering questions and being direct, so I don't think we have as much to go through on there.
Well, I also have questions.
of your own.
Yeah, at least one question.
Let's actually go into the YouTube comments from last week's video, because we're going to pull some comments from there. We didn't ask you guys for questions, but I'll ask you guys for questions now. For those of you who are watching the podcast on YouTube, leave some comments down below. Oh, wait, this won't work, though, because I don't know who my next guest is. It'll probably be my friend Will.
I was going to say, it'll probably be Will.
Just give us some topics to talk about down below, anything that you want us to have banter about, and maybe we'll use some of your stuff for next time. We got some random questions on the last podcast, and I'm going to pull them up now if I can. Dropping Knowledge Pod. Let's see. So the podcast is available everywhere else, obviously, but I am pretty new to this, so I don't know how to check analytics, and you can't comment obviously on Apple other than leaving us reviews, 5-star reviews. If you're listening to this on
Please and thank you.
Apple, that would be appreciated. You can leave comments on SoundCloud. I don't check that very often.
I don't even know how to do that.
So if you want to talk to us through the show, either hit us up on the Dropping Knowledge Pod Instagram, official DK Pod on Twitter, and the YouTube comments is going to be the best way, because I read all the comments.
All the comments.
A lot of people think I'm lying when I say that stuff, but I really do. So let's see. Okay, 2 questions. I'll just let you read them. It's that big one there. Just read the questions.
All right, number 1.
Who's this from?
Alejandro. I don't know how to pronounce his last name properly.
Alejandro, don't know how to pronounce your name. Thanks
Starts
for the comment.
Starts with a B. Thank you, sir.
All right, question 1.
Number 1. Okay. Do baby centaurs suckle milk from the human half or the horse half of their mothers?
Do horses have
yes,
nipples like a dog?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I would say, are there female centaurs? A centaur walking around shirtless with just milkers hanging off the front? Is that a thing? Do they wear a bra?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen either, so I'm gonna say the horse, because I've never seen a female centaur.
There you go.
Just boobies bouncing out all over the place.
I hate you.
Next question.
Number 2. Is mermaid meat red meat on top and white meat on the bottom, or is it some sort of different meat structure? I just feel like ahi tuna. That's what a mermaid is.
Ahi, is that considered red?
Yeah.
Okay, it's ahi tuna then.
I think.
I mean, it's
red.
It's more like steak than it is
Yeah.
other fish. So that was a good answer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought about that. We just had sushi last night, actually. I had tuna in there. That tuna was really good, too.
Whatever the onion crunchy is. Oof.
Yeah. So mermaid meat is
Ahi tuna.
pretty much ahi tuna.
Yeah.
All right, good one.
Yep.
Yeah. Quick shout out to, let me pull his name up in the Discord. Let's see. Daniel Crosslink. He is a YouTuber. He's been on my Patreon for a little while now, and I was talking to people who support me over on Patreon, and I was like, yo, I need someone who knows how to 3D print. Does anyone do that? Daniel hit me up, and he was like, dude, I have a YouTube channel, and I do 3D printing. I was like, cool. So I think he's over in Germany or somewhere in Central Europe, and he printed out some pieces for me for a project, which you guys will see in the future. And then he also threw in this phone case right here. Let me get closer to the camera.
Looks pretty good.
Looks pretty cool. So he 3D printed me a Psy Productions phone case for my phone, which is cool.
Really cool.
The only thing is I can't put a pop socket on it because of the logo there, but whatever.
But you can get these pop sockets
from SciProductions.com.
Yeah.
Nice plug. Now, I think we might be sold out of those. I only had
Seriously?
50 of them left. Yeah.
Oh,
I had 25 of each. Yeah, so thanks, Daniel, for the phone case. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to using the things that he printed for me in a future project. It's cool.
They're adorbs.
It's funny, kind of funny. All right. Let's just get right into the questions.
Let's do it.
Let's see here. Instagram. Okay. Let's not do this in any particular order.
Okay.
Just read from the top down. Some of them, our friends Will and Courtney, last night we went to get sushi with them, and they were putting multiple questions. I'm curious to see what those are. And so some of them might be like out of order because Instagram shifts them around and whatever, but we'll just start with that. Wait, what does that say?
All of them?
Does that say redacted response?
Restricted response.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't read that one. Some people who comment dumb things get restricted on my Instagram.
Haha.
Haha, sorry guys.
Haha, sucks and suck.
Don't be dumb. Be nice. Be a good
yeah,
human.
be kind.
Thank
what
you.
The shit.
All right, let's do it.
All right, just all of it?
Yeah, if it's something that's like really dumb, you can skip it or you can read it and I'll just say that's dumb, skip it.
Okay.
But
ready?
Yeah.
We're starting out hot.
All right.
Coming in hot.
Oh, great.
What is your worldview? Person of faith, atheist, etc.
Hang on a second. What is my worldview?
Mm-hmm.
Am I atheist?
Person of faith, atheist, etc.
I literally don't care. I just don't care. I'm not atheist. I just don't care. It's something that I grew up Christian Lutheran in a Lutheran church. I went through cat class and I know all the shit that they made you recite and I just don't care. Same thing with you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up Catholic, went to CCD, did all of that, was not confirmed because like my parents gave me the choice, obviously, because that's supposed to be like.
But you went through CCD and didn't get confirmed?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So my mom's deal was when you're in CCD, like it's your version of becoming an adult in the Catholic Church. So you go educate yourself, and if at the end of being educated you decide that that isn't for you, then it's not for you. And it wasn't for me.
It shows how much we care about religion because I'm just learning this now.
Talk about it a lot.
I just don't care. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you like God, cool. If you like
that's I just like else, I don't believe in whatever you want to believe in. Just don't try and push your views on me. That's when I get pissed off.
And that's pretty much it. Same thing with like political views.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will probably be some political stuff in there. I'm cool with telling you what I think, but I'm not going to have the conversation through fucking comment sections on Instagram and YouTube, which is why I don't talk about stuff like that. If I have a guest on the podcast and they bring up something political, I'm down to talk about it because it's long form content. You're having an actual conversation. But to go fucking back and forth on Instagram about like gun rights and shit like that, like fuck you. I don't have time for that.
All right. So the answer to that is fuck you. I don't have time for that. Awesome.
That's it.
Moving on to number 2.
Moving on.
How do you form relationships with other creators and companies?
I don't have many relationships with. Let's talk about the creators first because this is 2 very different things. I don't have many relationships with other creators. Actually, I have more than I did like a year or 2 ago.
I feel like you have quality relationships with like good creators though, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. Like when I become friends with someone, like I become friends with them. I text them all the time and it's cool. So I have like my normal friends back home who I've just grew up around, but having a friend who does exactly what you do, we're working in the same type of environment. So we're going through the same like struggles and we have the same questions and we're always like bouncing ideas off of each other. So I have this isn't entirely true, but I typically have a stronger relationship with someone like that than I do just like someone I went to high school with.
Yeah.
I'm still love all my friends that I went to high school with, but I have more thoughtful and meaningful conversations with people who either are creators or are even just like small business owners, because what I'm doing is a small business and
it's very like niche. Like you just have like a very
like a lot of people say you should surround yourself with people who are better than you and this and that.
That's why he's with me.
About that. No, but yeah, like surround yourself with people who are going to push you and people who are doing the same things as you, people who are doing better than you because you're going to learn from them. And so my relationship with creators is great. I have a lot of people who I do talk to. It's not a huge group, but I become friends with them because I watch their content and I'll either just like tag them in something if I like bought their merch. Well, I've become friends with people that way. Like this dude who I used to watch all the time on YouTube, I bought his shirt and I sent him a picture on Twitter, and he's like, "Oh, dude, cool. We used to live in the same state," and blah, blah, blah. And then companies that I could talk about this for like 30 minutes. So I might save these two topics for another podcast, and we can talk about like just YouTube and being a creator. But my relationship with companies typically stems from the same thing. Like, I get hit up all the time. You see all the emails that come in, and I'm just like, I'll like say something out loud. I'm like, dumb, don't want that. Nope, useless shit, whatever. Typically, my best relationships with companies that I have today started just by me being a customer. First one, biggest one, is probably Travax. I was a customer of Travax when if you don't know Travax, they make wallets and other like EDC gear and stuff like that, and they're constantly making new products. I found them on Kickstarter. They made like their OG wallet, which, I still have. And then I started doing videos on them as my YouTube channel grew. Next thing you know, they reach out to me. They're like, "Hey, let us send you our newest wallet." I'm like, "Cool." And then it just sort of escalates from there. And that's sort of my relationship with most companies that I work with.
Yeah.
QVO, been running their holsters for the longest time. I was a customer for like a long time, and then Roger, who owns that, him and I became friends, and the rest was history from there. And that's how I deal with a lot of my relationships.
Yeah, I mean, even DCA.
Danger Close Armament. That was the same time. I was a customer of theirs for a long time. The video that I did for them got like 8.5 million views, and Will, who my friend that we were just talking about, he reached out to me. He's like, "Dude, let me build you a pistol." I was like, "Cool." So, sure. And now him and I are like really, really good friends. So, I won't work with the company typically based off of just emails. Like, I have to have a face-to-face conversation with them. Places like SHOT Show or like a Zoom meeting or something like that. Like, I don't like being all formal about everything, because creating, like, you can't be dead set formal when you're creating content. You have to be able to express yourself and whatever. All right, that was a long answer. Sorry.
It was good.
Good.
All right. Favorite camera out of all the ones you've owned and used?
The Canon EOS R. I went through a bunch of different cameras. We don't need to get into that, but okay, let's get into it. G7X, T6i, 80D, 60 Mark II, and then 60 Mark II was full frame up to this equivalent, which is like the 5D Mark IV something. I don't know. Canon EOS R. It's what I use right now. It's what you're looking at on YouTube. It's what I carry around with me for the most part. And if I can carry that around with me, I will. Like when we went hiking a bunch, I brought my little camera and kind of broke it.
Whoops.
But yeah, this is like my go-to rig. Just super simple. It's really high quality. I mean, it's expensive. The glass is more expensive than the body, but I could upgrade to an R5 or an R6, but I don't need all of that functionality. So the EOS R keeps it nice and simple. The body isn't crazy expensive like the 5 and the 6. And yeah, that's what I use.
Cool. All right. What advice would you give to someone whose channel isn't taking off after 2 years of knives and gear vids?
Knives and gear, I mean, that stuff is hard. Like, I broke into the space doing things way differently than everyone else was at the time. So like when I first started making videos on stuff like that, you had people like doing tabletop reviews with a camera top down, Wrangle Star, Nut and Fancy, like some of the older guys. And the videos are great, like everyone knows who they are, but I wanted to put my own spin on it, throw music in it, just put my face in front of the camera, so you're like, we're having a conversation about whatever we're talking about. If it's not taking off, I mean, just keep doing it. You should be doing it for fun. Like, obviously you want your channel to grow. My main channel hasn't grown at all in the past like 6 months. So we've gained like 4, maybe 5,000 subscribers. And I'm still doing it because I enjoy doing it. And that's how I keep my connections with a lot of people in the industry. So I would say don't give up. But also don't make YouTube videos thinking you're going to make money, because chances are you're not. You gotta work really hard. Like I work more now than I've ever worked before. So
I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
EDC carry day.
Mm.
3 question marks.
Wait, let me see it.
It just says EDC carry day.
Everyday carry day. I don't know what that means.
Like, what do you carry every day?
Yeah, I mean, I carry the same thing that I posted in my last EDC video. Literally hasn't changed.
Moving on.
There's going to be a lot of those questions. A lot of gun, a lot of knife questions, if I had to guess.
Not sure which is better looking, you or your van.
The van for sure. I have the van tattooed on my arm under here.
That's how good looking it is.
You guys can see that on the podcast. Yeah. This is when it was stock. Little baby sat van, all stock and everything.
So cute. I like this question. When is the Alaska trip?
It was supposed to be this summer with the border closures and COVID and everything. I had to push it off. Hopefully next summer. Not this coming summer, but next summer if I'm able to drive up there and like stop in Canada, because right now you can't even stop. They give you 3 days to go from like Vancouver up to there. It's stupid, but I it's definitely going to happen at some point. I need to take the van there, and I need to go to Hawaii too with a little sat van.
We need to
coming
go
to Alaska?
Yeah.
You're going to take like a month off of work?
Yes.
Okay, if you say so.
TS19X inbound question mark.
Ooh.
Flirty sideways face.
Flirty sideways face.
The smirk.
If you saw the Sunday Gun-Day shirts that sold out, I don't know.
They sold out?
Yeah, they sold out like immediately.
Amazing.
Which is great.
That is great.
Speaking of which, I wonder if at the time of this filming, if the other shirts have sold out.
I hope.
Or at the time this goes live.
You said you got me one already, right? Cause
yeah, I got you a Satvan shirt and a camo. Or I didn't get you a camo shirt. You'll never wear that. I will though. I look real good in it.
That's when he looks better when better than the Satvan.
It might happen. That's all I'll say. It might.
As a second part to that, Solace secondhand TS43X going for $4K. ...
Yeah.
Still mad I didn't get one.
So whoever that is, I'm assuming you're in Houston, because I've had 2 different people DM me on Instagram sending me a picture of a TS43X at a gun shop in Texas, and this person bought the gun, looks like they never shot it, and put a bunch of ugly shit on it, like gold mag release, gold slide stop lever, and like a big ugly mag. They changed out the optic, which debatable. They put a Swamp Fox on it, which is fine, but it sucks to see that, because there's so many people that wanted that pistol, and someone just bought it to resell it. So it's shitty, and in the future we're going to be taking measures to sort of make sure that doesn't happen, or if it does, you're going to have to pay a lot of money, because I mean the next round of pistols, whatever comes out next, it's probably going to be more expensive because it's harder to source stuff and whatever, but it's going to have more functionality and stuff. Well, I don't want to give too much away.
The next one, not technically a question, ... and then the follow-up is 2 flame emojis.
Thank you.
It's from what the hell's his name?
Let me see.
Paquette.
Oh, hey Paquette. He's selling his BMW. He just messaged me this morning.
All right, ready?
Yep.
If Talon were to become abducted by aliens, would they become friends? Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I'm good at shape-shifting in a lot of different environments. Like, I'm friends with, like, all sorts
of people.
Like, super hardcore rednecks and super hardcore tactical people and, like, metalhead people, and I just do my own thing. Like, I have so many hobbies that I can relate to a lot of people, so True. I would totally be friends with aliens.
For sure. All right, what is Talon's favorite drink? Alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Alcoholic.
Used to be Jägermeister. Right behind you is the Jaeger machine, which I cleaned out. I haven't plugged it in to turn it on yet, but that's back there. I would say just whiskey now is my favorite go-to, like Jack and Coke. If I'm being super simple at a bar, Jack and Coke.
You like yourself an old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned. Not a sponsor, but I drink these all the time. I literally just put another case in my fridge here.
Huge case.
This is a Monster Rehab Peach Tea Energy. 25 calories.
better than my coffee.
I'm waiting to like figure out what the repercussions of this will be. I don't drink them every single day, but I would if it was accessible.
Oh,
And I only drink one. I don't drink like
a lot
ton.
of crap in them. You know?
Yeah, but you drink. Okay, we're not going to talk about what you drink. Your hippie kombucha. What was it? Vinegar. Your fucking kombucha is vinegar.
Vinegar beer tea.
Beer tea. Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's so good.
Nah,
it's so good for you.
Kombucha is gross.
Your mom's gross.
You're the type of person who would do apple cider vinegar shots in the morning because it makes me skinny.
No.
Have you done that?
No.
I'm surprised you haven't.
No.
A lot of people do. And that stuff's ass.
You
so
used
gross.
to, so I don't want to hear it.
I tried it one time, and it's not good.
Ooh. Can you get Talon to shave his beard so he can be baby faced like us struggling Asians? No.
She answered that.
Next question.
Next.
Will Sunday Gunday come back more regularly?
Sunday Gunday. How many Sunday Gundays have I posted this year already? A bunch. I mean, I've posted enough.
Yeah.
I could look it up, but I posted like 4 or 5 in a row, and then like 2 in a row. I'm doing them as much as I can. The thing is,
it's hard because you don't have a private range.
I don't have a private range out west. It's hard to get guns and ammo right now. I could do just like bullshit videos about like a light and stuff like that, but that's boring. So I don't like half-assing videos.
This is from TS Podcast Official, so that's weird. Cookies and cream or Moose Tracks ice cream. Moose Tracks,
Cookies and cream.
100%.
100% cookies and cream. No. I don't even know what's in Moose Tracks. Isn't it like nuts and stuff?
No, it's little like Reese's cups, which you love so much.
They're better than the pieces.
Ugh, here we go.
There's peanut butter cups in it and caramel.
They're like little.
Caramel?
They look like little peanut butter cups, but I think they might just be chocolate. I'm not really sure.
Oh, I don't
and
know.
then it has like a fudge swirl and a caramel swirl. I think it's.
Ew, your hair is falling out again.
It's everywhere. I can't wait to
need a
chop it
vacuum
off.
in here now. Next question.
Next. Should I quit my office job to start day trading?
No.
No.
I mean, you can day trade literally while you're working. Unless you're like doing some job, you're like a underwater welder and you can't have your phone on you or something fucking stupid.
Unless you're an astronaut.
If you're an underwater welder, you don't need
yeah, for real.
any more money because those motherfuckers make
A bank. Will she pilot the Razor? Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Video is live on the channel now. You can
10
check
out
it
of 10. We'll do it again.
Yep.
If you had to pick one gun for EDC for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Let me think about this.
TS-43X.
Yep.
Boom. I can just answer these questions for you.
Yeah, TS-43X all day, every day. That's literally the only gun I've ever carried since I've got it. So
Makes sense.
that's it.
Fave hoodie for the summer.
Ooh, for this hoodie for the summer, the Side Production Zip Up. They're lightweight and super comfy.
I do. I like the zip up more than I thought I would. I'm not a zip up person, but
Yeah,
it's very nice and lightweight.
that's what I went hiking in.
Mhm.
Or yeah, just that for the summer. It's lightweight. It's nice.
What has been your personal favorite when it comes to your recent accomplishments? That's a good one.
My personal favorite of my recent accomplishments.
Yeah.
Probably starting Side Productions and getting this office and starting the podcast and like I just like a combination of everything. I don't know. I'm working, trying to make a living,
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
doing the best I can.
What are the top 3 locations you have visited on the East Coast?
Let's just keep it to states. I love West Virginia.
West Virginia.
We had fun while we were in West Virginia.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just love West Virginia for some reason. Grew up in Pennsylvania. I love the Carolinas. I love Florida. Damn. Okay, places.
You're not doing very well.
Places.
Top 3.
Monongahela National Forest in West Virginia. I had a ton of fun there.
I just think the name's funny.
I would totally live there. Monongahela.
Monongahela.
Monongahela. I love Damn. Northern Pennsylvania. I would totally live in northern Pennsylvania, like Tioga County area.
Like the Skook?
No, that is not northern Pennsylvania. not Schuylkill County. Up north though, Potter County, Tioga County, up there, like where the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon is.
Yeah, like where Cherry
Springs, Cherry Creek,
Cherry Springs.
one of them. Cherry place.
Cherry
so
Creek
it's
is
super
in
dark.
Colorado.
Yeah, Cherry Creek
Springs
is in Colorado.
Is in Pennsylvania.
Okay. And then one more. You got to help me out too. You were with me on some of those places. We had fun at Outer Banks. Outer Banks is cool. We got lit.
Shoot. It was like a year ago.
I guess I got to pick a beach place. I mean, I had fun in Maine too, like up in Acadia National Park, but I was there and it was cold and
That's
whatever.
right when COVID was starting.
So I got to pick a beach. We'll say Outer Banks just because, or Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach?
Myrtle Beach was fun.
The time there, yes. The actual beach,
It's okay.
I could skip that.
It's okay.
It's all right. Miami, does that count?
Technically that's East Coast. Okay, damn Miami.
Yeah.
And I was going to say like Miramar and Destin, but that's Panhandle. That's like Gulf side. So it's technically West Coast of Florida. Next question.
This is a good one. Are you two dating?
No. Next. Totally
Would
not.
never.
No, it's gross.
Blech. How's the honey badger treating you?
It's great. It's sitting over here in the corner. Love the honey badger. Travel with it a bunch. And my friend Will and I were talking about doing carry something more than your typical EDC for like a month just to see how it is in a backpack. And that would be my choice. I would carry that like everywhere.
There you go.
Overkill for sure, but it would be nice to have in certain situations. Okay.
You're not going to like this one.
Okay. It's like fucking ring, engagement, married. What is it?
When are you going to man up and propose to Ashley?
I'm going to push it back another year because of that question. Thank you.
I'm going to be fucking 90 years old and still not have a ring on my finger.
That's coming up sooner than you think, so. Get it? It's an old joke.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Because you're so much older than me. Oh, man, I'm so young. Look at me. I'm like a fountain of youth over here.
Drinking a Monster.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you could live in another time period, which one would you choose?
Oh, man. Probably like mid-60s.
See, I'm so torn.
I would be born in like the early to mid-60s. That way you get all the cool cultural shit that happened, the music specifically. I don't know why I always associate that question with like music.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you would see all of the greatest coming up through then. So that would be so sick. And
but also,
go to Woodstock and shit like that.
Yeah.
Food was up and coming.
I fuck
the
with
food.
a flapper dress. So like the 20s or 30s, like Prohibition.
Well,
all that shit, I just think it would be awesome.
So there was the Spanish flu, and then the Roaring 20s, and then the Great Depression. So right now we got COVID-19.
I was going to say, so basically I'm living through that already. I just need a flapper dress.
So as soon as we can go out fucking swing dance and you can put on a flapper dress. Cause
can you dress like a 1920s gangster? Because
I could. Just slick my hair back. It'd be a good look.
Good look.
Great look?
A great look.
Okay, well, we'll work on that. Yeah, I would say like be born in like 60s.
Would you rather have x-ray vision or magnified hearing?
Ooh.
X-ray vision.
X-ray vision. Yeah, I don't want to hear shit. Like, nah. My hearing's fine as it is. I don't need to hear anything else.
What are your views on aliens and why do you believe?
I don't believe in these aliens that are tattooed on my arm. I mean, there's a chance. Like the stereotypical big head, black eyes, whatever. But there's totally life. We had a podcast about this like 2 years ago.
You and Rhodes.
Yeah.
No, that was not 2 years ago.
It was when I lived in Miami. That was probably 2 years ago.
You and Rhodes talked about it on the last podcast.
Oh, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah. Alien life exists, meaning like there's other living creatures, whether it's like a plant or some kind of little like microorganism or mushrooms. Someone just said that there was like mushrooms on Mars or something. They could have been joking, but
I don't know.
yeah, I believe in. I mean, I would put like all of my money on there is life outside of the Earth, because if you think about everything, it's dumb to think otherwise.
Yeah, just the magnitude of what's out there.
Yeah, and if people don't agree with that, and they're like, no, we're the only living beings ever to exist. Earth is the only place where there has ever been sustainable living life for any kind of organism. You're wrong. You're just wrong. Just straight up.
That's silly.
Next.
Silly goose. What's your do-it-all camera setup?
Canon EOS R. Didn't we answer that already?
Listen, I'm just
Canon EOS R with a 15 to 35 and a Rode Video Micro on top.
Am I allowed to say this?
Oh yeah, Sarah Wegner. That was the lady who did the lady. She's like our age. That was the chick who did your BMI test.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So someone actually asked in the comment section about like the meal preps that we were eating in the van and stuff like that. Didn't like shout them out because it's just like a really local thing, but I think they just opened another branch in Houston. So the nutritionist who we talked to there, she asked how our MyFit Foods were. So shout out to MyFit Foods, not a sponsor. Could be a sponsor. That would be cool.
Awesome.
I'm bummed because I just dropped my van off for service this morning, and we left our MyFit Foods in the fridge in the van. So
don't
now
want to talk about it.
We can get Chipotle for lunch though, which is good. So how are they? They're great.
They're awesome.
Makes van life super easy. I've lost like 6.5 pounds in a week.
I've not.
I've been like extra healthy though. Like when I start doing something, whether it's exercising or eating healthy, like I'm stubborn as fuck, and I'm like,
you're just balls to the wall, and you're like, fuck it, I'm not eating anything. This is what we're eating.
That's how I do everything though.
It's true.
So
I just want ice cream. Like I just want ice cream.
Yeah. See, I'll pass on that because I'm determined, driven. From the last podcast, you said I was driven.
You are driven.
Ooh,
but I still
burp
want
off
ice
mic.
cream.
Okay, next question.
What are your expectations for side productions in the next 5 years? Any other 5-year goals?
5 years from now, I would like to be in a different office space. I love this place now, and it like feels more office and home-like every day, especially now that we have the podcast set up here.
I really like it.
I would say be in a different office space and be doing bigger projects for bigger companies. Like so far I've done work for like under the Psy Productions umbrella. I've done dedicated video work for Polaris, which is big. I mean, that's huge. Diamondback truck covers, I did like a small video just on my main channel for them. I did some ads for a ad for Roam Rig, the lithium setup, and those ads always play before my van videos. So like weird. The video I posted this morning, it's probably playing before that. So yeah, I'd like to expand into more clients. Only things that I'm interested in though, like those 3 things are perfect, and be in a bigger office. And I would still like to continue doing all of the apparel that we're doing, but on a bigger scale. Like right now I'm doing pretty simple things to do, like shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, but working into bigger things like the flannels that we did, the camo button-up shirts, which just released last week, new designs all the time, never bringing old designs back unless it's like really, really sought after, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, those 3 things, I guess.
How much time do we have?
We can just keep going.
Okay.
I don't know how long the camera battery will last, but
okay,
we're at 11 on there.
Are you ready for this one?
Yep.
Once van life comes to an end, where do you see you two settling down?
Moab, Utah.
Stay tuned.
Moab, Utah.
More to come on that.
Moab. Gonna live in Moab in a cave. Just park the van in the desert and just live there.
Perfect. Gatorade? ? Like favorite Gatorade?
Gatorade.
Okay.
That's all Waterboy?
No.
I would go with the OG Lemon Lime.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good one.
Next one. What's up, gangsta?
What up, G? Who's that?
Hayden 685H.
Oh.
Yeah, Hayden.
Yeah, 685H. Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I saw, dude.
I saw it.
Hint about the drop! Exclamation point.
The clothing drop?
I'm not sure.
That's probably what it is, because that was the thing before the question on my story. Satvan t-shirts. I don't even have my own yet. The camo button-ups I showed on a video already. They're super like stretchy and lightweight, and I wore it in Florida, and it was perfect down there.
Yeah.
Really, really comfortable.
I do like that material.
Yeah, because it's not swishy. It's kind of silky.
I hate swishy.
They're really nice. Custom suede pinch tag on those, and then the van shirt. It's like a cartoonized render of the van on the back, the way that it sits now with all the modifications, and the front is. We have a story about the front. We don't need to talk about that now, but the front is a pocket logo, sort of like this T here, but it's not an actual pocket, and it's a new design. I wanted it to be in the shape of like a national park sign, because they're kind of like oblong and funky looking, and it says Psy 2020 in Roman numerals on there. Yeah, I don't even have my own yet though, so I can't even tell you guys what it truly looks like.
What's your girlfriend's everyday carry? Does she have any badass knives?
No, she would cut
Everyday
herself.
carry. Pepper spray.
That's really all they're looking for. You don't carry like a light, or you don't carry a Travax wallet. I bought you a super nice Travax wallet. Where's that at?
You bought me. It's a purse.
clutch.
I use it when I go out. It's not
clutch.
a clutch. It's a crossbody, for the love of God.
Okay, whatever it is. But you can get a little clutch thing on it. Like if you don't want to have the long strap, you can get a leather.
I know, but the problem is my
Whatever the fuck.
phone doesn't fit in it. I don't always have pockets.
Okay, well,
it's like a thing.
You
And no,
just
I don't
sent
have
it
any
back.
badass knives because I would lose appendages.
True.
Do you still use iMovie, or did you move to Final Cut? Thanks, bud.
No.
Love all your content, and Ash. Thank you, Wags1477.
Oh, thank you, Wags.
Thank you so much.
I don't use iMovie anymore. I switched to Final Cut like over a year, almost a year ago. I don't know. I use Final Cut for everything though, editing the podcast. It's similar to iMovie, so you can start in iMovie and then make the transition to Final Cut. Final Cut just offers you way more. It's way more powerful, and you got to have a computer to support it though. That's a problem with making like high quality videos. You need to have the hardware in your computer to support that stuff. So yeah, I'm using Final Cut, and I don't plan on switching anytime soon.
Do you think having tattoos prevents you from getting jobs? No.
Some could, like you get face tattoos or like hand tattoos. That's one thing that bothers me with people who aren't heavily tattooed. Like I wouldn't consider myself heavily tattooed, at least not yet. From the look of it, yes. Like I have my ribs, both of my arms, and working on some more like torso stuff. But if I put long sleeves on, you can't tell.
That's true.
But what I was getting at was people who aren't heavily tattooed. Like, if you don't have a full sleeve or two full sleeves, don't get fucking hand tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen people that will just get, like, a big rose on their hand, and then the rest of it's blank. Like, that's a job stopper. That's not good. But we're at a point in society where tattoos are just, like, expression.
I still get questions about it, though. I had a doctor mid-conversation the other day talking about a patient. He stops dead, looks at me. First time I'm talking to this guy. They don't make you cover your tattoos?
Like,
does
no,
it look like they make me? I literally said, does it look like they make me cover my tattoos?
Do these flowers offend you?
Like, bro.
Yeah.
It's 2021. Move on. Can I have some gear you don't want or need?
No, I get asked that question all the time. If I have any extra gear, I give it to friends, or I put it on Patreon and give it away on there. I actually need to do that. Shout out to all the patrons who support both the channel and the podcast and everything. I need to do a giveaway for you guys soon.
Motovlogs coming in the future?
Yes. Once I get the ZX10 to a point where I can ride it, there's nothing wrong with it. I just need to get it out of the garage. And then I'm getting... Spoiler alert. I'm getting another motorcycle. Kicking it old school with this one. You guys will see that soon, and I'm excited for that.
I'm going to skip ahead while we're talking about this.
Okay.
To one of Will's questions.
Okay.
It's obviously, well, hold on, pause.
Is he going to say what the motorcycle is in there?
So that's what I was going to say.
Fuck it. We'll just say it. So previously I had a Honda Grom. Love the Honda Grom. I'm buying another one. 2022 Grom. I've been on a wait list for forever, but they're really hard to get. And as soon as they come into the dealer, I'm not first in line, but I'm going to get one. And I'm going to do a full build series, and Will and I are going to have a Grom build off because he's buying one too. And they're cheap, and they're fun, and you would actually like riding it. Okay, what did he say?
It's obviously a foregone conclusion that Will's Grom will be cooler. Why is this?
Wrong. Trump meme. Wrong. Mine will definitely be cooler because the 3D printed parts that we were talking about are for the Grom.
So cute.
And that's just win.
Done.
Yeah.
Roasted.
We'll have our followers vote. I don't know. Will can be pretty creative. His Volkswagen looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
It's dope. So we'll see.
Who do you look up to?
Who do I look up to? Is it bad that I don't really look up to anyone? I think this goes back to like the creator question, like surround yourself with people who are doing the things that you're doing so you can share advice and whatever. I've never really had like a mentor for anything. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not religious. I don't like look up to anyone for, I guess I would look up to like my friends and family for advice but also I still just do whatever I want. Like I'm set in my own ways, but that sounds like it could be a problem, but it's not a problem because I'm obviously doing fine. Like,
because I'm obviously great. So
I'm a very methodical person, and I do a lot of research and whatever. I don't know. I could talk about that forever too. So I guess I don't really look up to like anyone in particular, just friends and family.
Yo, you coming to Blade Show?
Oh, no, probably not. I thought they canceled it, but apparently it's back on. It would be cool, but I just like to pay for a flight to go to Atlanta and probably not. No.
Meh. Current favorite Switch game? Mario Party, because he got his ass whooped the other day. Whooped. First time in 3
almost
years 4 years
that you came out on
I
first.
won.
I just got the Spyro trilogy, so I replayed the entire Spyro, just the first one. So that was probably the most recent. What's my favorite though? Super Mario Odyssey was probably my favorite for a long time. That one's super fun, and you could play it over and over again. So I guess that. Or Mario Kart. I'll crush at Mario Kart. I'm good at Mario Kart. You definitely have not beat me at Mario Kart.
And it's even worse because we have a rule that if he doesn't lap me, then I win.
Then you win, yeah.
And I still haven't won.
I see Courtney's thing on there. Is that a question?
Don't look.
Okay.
Another when y'all getting hitched. Everyone needs to calm down.
Push it back another year.
Damn it. When we did. Top 3 knives in your collection, and do you want to have? Oh God! And do you have any you want to sell? Ugh.
I can't even answer that. Top 3. Let me give you top 3 makers. No, I can't even do it. I just don't know. I don't have any to sell. Actually, I have one that I could sell. Grab that knife in the very corner there.
My favorite one?
No.
Oh, come on.
Just, yeah, that one. Yeah. Maybe I should just give this away on Patreon. I'll do that. I'm going to give this knife away on Patreon. So whoever listened to the podcast up until this point, what should they comment on the Patreon post?
What should they say?
Yeah. Like, it could be something stupid.
Booger.
Comment booger. And then the first person to comment booger, I'm going to send you this knife. I think someone sent this to my P.O. box, but there was no like name on it, so it has no meaning to me really, but it's an Emerson Kershaw with a wave. So, yay, knife giveaway. Okay.
This is one of Courtney's questions.
Okay, ready.
If you made up a Cold Stone ice cream flavor, what would be in it?
I always have a go-to. Like cake batter. Ice cream is my go-to.
Mm-hmm.
What would be in it? Maybe like cake batter with...
Graham crackers.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like I would just make my normal order and
Yeah, but you
make
call
that
it the
an ice cream.
T-side.
Well, my order would be cake batter with graham cracker pie crust and mini chocolate chips.
Sometimes strawberries.
A little bit of caramel, however you want to say it.
How do you say it?
I think I say caramel.
I think I say caramel.
Yeah.
Caramel just sounds...
It's just too extra.
Yeah.
Caramel.
Caramel.
And then sometimes strawberries.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be my go-to order.
Next one. Is it tough being that cool and awesome all the time?
Is that for you or for me?
I don't know. Probably for you.
It's hard to upkeep. Just being super rad, you know?
I
I don't know.
This is another good one. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Can I have guns?
No.
No guns?
No. What is this, a massacre?
How would you kill...
Could you imagine a horse-sized duck?
Yeah, how would you kill a horse-sized duck with your hands? It's like how...
You're fucked.
Yeah, so I would say the 100
Could you imagine duck-sized horses?
Duck-sized horses, yeah. But
They'd be so cute.
Ducks are bigger than you think, though.
I know.
Like
I used to own a duck.
those things could fuck you up too. They could bite the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Horses bite real hard. Ducks probably bite hard too. I guess I would go with
Have you ever been bitten by a
100.
horse?
No, but
It's
I
not
don't
fun.
want to. Yeah. And if I had guns, totally take down the fucking duck. That's the size of a horse.
This question got really dark. I don't think that's where Courtney wanted that to go.
Okay, well that's where it's at, Courtney. Enjoy.
What does Wi-Fi stand for? You
you
can imagine who this is coming from. Wilhelm.
Wireless fidelity.
Totally knew that.
I worked in IT for 5 years. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Wi-Fi, wireless fidelity, yeah.
Think we've been visited, or have they been here the whole time?
Visited.
I don't know about the whole time.
Yeah, not the whole time.
They
Visited,
may have dropped
probably.
like a couple people off that are still here.
Visited.
Yeah. G coming in hot with a question.
Oh, God. What's up, Drew? Is this appropriate? I mean,
No.
anything's appropriate on here. So.
It's G. Do you think that it's appropriate?
No.
Does it curve left or right?
Neither?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. You would know. Next. Next question.
Children in the future? Yeah, I'm sure that there are children in the future.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, there are
Youth of,
definitely
the
children.
youth of the nation, yeah.
Yeah.
Not our future, but
No.
hey.
But the general future.
I'm sure there's
Sure.
kids popping out every day.
Too many.
I think birth rate is down like 4% since COVID, which is surprising.
That is surprising. I
Yeah.
thought that shit would boom.
Yeah, we don't need any more people on this earth.
How did you meet your girlfriend? We covered this.
Yeah, we covered this last time. You can watch the other podcast.
General, we just kind of knew each other from high school. Are all of your tattoos from the same artist?
No. Both my arms are from the same artist. My ribs are from another dude who probably doesn't even tattoo anymore. I got that a long time ago. And then the next piece that I'm working on is from a different artist too. So 3 different artists.
Any artists you would like to work with in the future? Covered that?
Yeah. I can't think of any names off the top of my head, but I basically just do research through like social media and find a style that I like, and then yeah, that's how I find my tattoo artist.
I'm not going to ask this next one because things will be pushed back another year.
Okay, another year it is. That's 3 years now. Pushing it back.
Would you ever go skydiving? Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
We should go for my 30th birthday.
So old. So old. Yeah, no,
It's
I
going to
would,
be okay.
like, I don't love heights, but I'm not afraid to jump out of an airplane. I would totally do that.
Make for awesome content.
It's expensive.
What's the thing you have most in common?
You and
Like
I?
us two? I guess. I think I guess like traveling, like our love of like exploring things.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
She likes to read. I don't like to read. And then I like a million things, and I'm trying to get her to like a million things.
I'll try. I've tried.
You're open to trying sports and whatever else I'm into. So
it's just hard for me to be good at them because I only get to try them in like little blips.
Segments.
If you will, for now. Have you ever been pulled over in the sat van?
Yeah, I get pulled over a lot, and typically it's because the police officer watches my channel. I got pulled over twice, 3 times in the past year, I think, because... Has it been? I remember the one in Washington because I traded patches with him. Wasn't there another time?
Yeah, recently in like a small town, you were like speeding. It went from like a 55 to like a 35.
That guy, that was a time that I got pulled over and the cop did not know me, I think.
Oh.
I was in like fucking Cheyenne, Wyoming or somewhere up there. It went from like 75 to 30 and the dude pulled me over. But yeah, I don't get pulled over very often though. The van is heavy and I don't drive it that fast.
True. Yeah. You're a good driver.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We're getting close to the end. This is the last one?
Last one.
Okay.
Moving to Colorado, ?
Colorado is nice.
It's beautiful.
Heard it's beautiful this time of year.
Yeah. Today it's beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
This is actually the perfect time to end it.
Wait, I had a question.
Okay, we're coming up on an hour. I want to make sure the video keeps going. You got like 1 minute.
One minute. Sorry, I got distracted. All right.
I'm working on a setup to make these videos last longer. That way we can podcast without a time limit. But for now, it's an hour. Okay, go.
If you weren't doing YouTube full time, do you think that you'd still be working at the same job as you were?
Probably not the same company. I would still be doing IT stuff, though, because that's all that I'm a professional at outside of YouTube. So I would still be doing YouTube on the side, though, because, I mean, I never planned on doing this full time, but here we are doing it full time. So
what are you going to do?
That's it. All right, sorry to cut this. We're not cutting it short. It's been an hour, but I want to cut it out before this video ends. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave us comments down below. Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Leave it down below. Buy some side production swag so we can keep doing that and keep bringing you guys more products. Anything to add? 30 seconds.
Nope, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening. We will talk to you.